This is the growth strategist Aldana Ambler with your growth strategy tip of the week. Today I'd like to remind all of us that there is a very high cost of unethical vendors. We just did some market research for two of our clients, and they're in very different industries, and we're, I guess surprised to say that the primary differentiator for them was that they were ethical, honest people. And it was, you think about it, you're glad you have ethical clients, but wow, isn't that sad that that's such a unique selling proposition? And let me give you a sense of how different it was. And I want to quote one of the people that was involved. Some industries are burdened with bad reputations, that maybe was earned a long time ago. For example, the construction industry sometimes, gets the jokes about the pay for play, and occasionally they have to address the perspective and maybe the customer's assumptions that they do the wiretaps to find out what the competitors are bidding on big jobs so that they can undercut them by a penny. Some of that stuff still happens. I'm not trying to be naive, but not every construction company is like that. So, I would understand it, I guess, in the construction industry that they might have to differentiate themselves as being honest. But in international payroll processing, we were surprised. Accuracy and full disclosure is expected from accountants that are handling payroll, right? But a recent survey that we saw that had 500 people who were, involved with international payroll. It was done by the Secor Relocation and the Forum for Expatriate Management. And they surfaced that, get this, it's only 20% of the responding mobility professionals fully trust the accuracy of the payroll numbers being done for their expatriates. Wow! They're tolerating wrong numbers, they're tolerating inaccuracy. Whoa! This is a quote from Dave LaBeouf, who's the president of Expaticore Services. He's in that space. It's a mobility industry-wide dynamic that can easily cost any single company millions of dollars every year, while also putting the organization at significant compliance risk. Wow. Incredibly, the effort to raise the visibility and magnitude of the costs and risks to appropriate levels of an organization is typically underwhelming. He's saying it's really hard to get anybody to pay attention to this. And no fix can be initiated without the backing of those with the authority to do it. So, high-level people are tolerating guessing on payroll. Some of the responsibility for this shielding can be placed on accountable internal resources who may not have the budget or the horsepower to fix it on their own. So in other words, if you don't have enough of a budget, you can't fix it, so you learn to tolerate it. Wow. But it also rests squarely on those advisors who are concerned that raising the issue may tar and feather them with the responsibility or even the liability if they paid and profited as a part of the defective payroll processing. Wow, now see, you just listen to all that and you can tell, messy, messy, messy. So I would be looking for a company that you'd be able to trust the numbers and you'd be able to count on payroll of all things. I would imagine it prevents lawsuits. And the other company that we ran into this, would you have expected that being ethical would have been a differentiator for a legal search firm? Okay, now I'll grant you, there's lawyers involved, and the search industry in some sectors is not known for its transparency. But still, when we talk to the president of Princeton Legal Search Group, it still seems amazing to me how many of our clients, law firms, universities, and large corporations, view us as being so different. I can understand why he says that, because they say what they mean and they mean what they say. Ethics, integrity, and honesty are very important to their clients, and they now provide their clients with copies of their code of ethics, which is well beyond what the industry standards are, and they have adopted a client bill of rights. Now, not everybody, and this is what's the bottom line on this, not everybody is going to be able to work at a firm like theirs. If a professional is willing, to just say whatever's needed or to duck things and not be good for their word, they're not going to be comfortable working with a company like that. On the other hand, if you're ethical and you really want to be known for being straightforward, you're going to gravitate toward a firm like that. So, bottom line, here's my question. How much money does your company spend, or should I say lose, to unethical vendors? Because apparently in a couple of industries, well, probably several industries, being ethical and good for your word is a differentiator.